All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Hello again, you guys. And if I'm here, you know what time it is. It's the Bizzy Bee, and it's time to spill that royal tea. Alright, you guys. For today's History Minute, I have Richard II. This is the portrait from the National Portrait Gallery in London by an unknown artist, 1597 to 1618 sometime it was painted. His royal coat of arms, as you see, two stags it looks like. And Richard II reigned from 1377 to 1399. He became king at 10 years old. He created a refined court with art and culture at its center. Henry Bolingbroke deposed him in June of 1399 and became Henry IV. Richard II's fate is unknown, but he most likely starved to death while in captivity under Henry IV in February 1400. He would have been 33 years old. Alright, you guys. So, today I have a few articles I want to share with you guys, and all articles will be linked in the description below. And then I wanted to share a few interesting comments from the video I posted yesterday. So, a pretty scathing article I'll do last I found about H&M in ccn.com, I believe it was. But anyway, I wanted to announce today that every Monday I'm going to be putting out a special episode called Meghan Mean Tweet Monday. It's going to begin this Monday, June 15th. A brand new series, episode 1, premiering this Monday. Meghan Mean Tweets. I'm going to gather the meanest, funniest, cutest tweets about Mooching Meg and Half-Wit Harry I find on Twitter, and I'm going to share it with you guys each Monday in a special episode. Alright, so yesterday I posted a video called the Yacht Girl Games. And I got a lot of good responses from it, and I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you for watching. Much, much appreciation. I decided that I am going to put out a new episode of that each week. The Yacht Girl Games. New episode each week, where we'll have fun at the expense of our favorite Duchess of Bunyanville and her half-wit hapless hubby. And we'll have a few laughs. Mudslinging at its best, the Yacht Girl Games. New episode every week. Alright, you guys. I got this comment yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you on my video, The Yacht Girl Games. I did a segment called Ask Archie, where I showed a few pictures, and I tried to get Archie's response to the pictures, see what he thought they were. And this person left a comment. I blocked out their name because, well, their privacy, I guess. You are really sick, vile person. You can say any Thana to Meg asking a small baby about filthy picture. Where is police? All of you who are watching this, children are at risk with this person. First of all, whoever wrote this, I just want to say, I wasn't really talking to a child yesterday. If you really paid attention, it was just me in the room. I don't have a child. I don't know anyone who has children. I don't have any children in my family. So, I wouldn't know a child to be in the video to begin with. So, I wasn't talking to a child, and I didn't even pretend to do a child's voice. And the worst picture I showed on there was the one of the prostitute leaning out the side of the car. And you guys, she was wearing more clothes than a person at a lady at a beach in a bikini would be wearing. So if you guys think that was inappropriate, let me know, and I won't do it again. But otherwise, I thought it was funny, and I got a lot of good responses to it. So, let's jump into this. Geo.tv had this article. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's LA plans seem to be failing, says expert. Yes, Meghan's career is going up like a balloon full of bricks. This article on Geo.tv states, H&M rocked the world with their decision to leave their royal lives and live the American dream in Los Angeles. The pair's American dream isn't rolling out to be as smooth as they might have anticipated. Uh-oh, trouble in L.A. The Sussex's plans are up in the air as of now. All their plans are simply up in the air at the moment. They had huge plans once they settled in L.A. to set up their own foundation, and now obviously these plans are in tatters. They have plans to launch themselves into the corporate world, into the very, very lucrative world of public speaking, where they could potentially net millions and millions of pounds for a single gig. The two are currently enjoying their celebrity status only because of their roots with the British royal family. That's right, and now that they aren't really associated with the royal family, there's not that royal cachet involved, so their earning potential drops quite a bit, doesn't it? Which they couldn't have really earned while they were royals, but needless to say, let's go on. Their celebrity culture is their royal family, and that's kind of how Americans see Harry and Meghan. It remains to be seen how successful they will be. Before concluding, Myers said Harry would largely be leaning on Meghan's success, as he sees LA as a foreign world. Oh, well, if Half-Wit Harry is going to be leaning on Meghan's success, he's going to have a hard time standing up, because her acting career is going nowhere. She doesn't have any talent. Marrying into the British royal family does not give you acting talent, Meghan. That doesn't mean you're all of a sudden going to be in LA and Steven Spielberg is going to be banging down your front door. Not happening, hasn't happened, won't happen. Alright, so this next article I found on nstars.com, as you see, it's basically about the same thing, but just a little bit more detail. Megxit heartbreak. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle failed big time in LA, the article is titled. Let's dive into it. Earlier this year, when H&M decided to step down as senior members of the royal family, there's that word senior again. I don't believe that they were senior members. Anyway, they made it clear they are gearing towards living a private and independent life. That's why they moved to LA, because it's so private there with the paparazzi and the TMZ and the other gossip websites. No matter how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tried to stay away from the public eye, they will always make headlines due to their celebrity status. Despite their plans to stay low-key, their life in LA has been far from it. Elephants, she did the Disney Plus film called Elephants, but she donated her talent fee to Elephants Without Borders. Well, correction. She has a charity kind of set up like Bill and Hillary Clinton, where 5% is donated to charity. 95% can be put straight in Mooching Meg's pocket. So that's probably what happened. But she gets the credit for the 5%. Okay. We'll give her that. One nice thing she did, if she even did it. I haven't seen any receipts. The couple is now living near Hollywood, where paparazzi could easily spot and take a snap of them. They are planning to launch a new charity, the Archwell Foundation, where she was not thinking ahead and didn't register the domain names, and now people are going to those sites and getting led to the Kanye West song. Meghan is also eyeing to relaunch her lifestyle blog, The Tig. Well, if you watched the video I posted yesterday, Epic Fail 2.0 is The Tig 2.0 is DOA, then you'll realize that the TIG 2.0 is not happening, because she needs to be able to tie in brand deals and endorsements with that, and she can't technically do that because she'll still be a member of the royal family even though they stepped down and she's married to Harry. She can't make money off that. Okay, more corporate speaking events like the one they did for JP Morgan after Megxit. She's looking into those. Okay, while it looks like the ex-royal couple has already ironed out their plan to fund their post-royal life, A royal expert believes that the couple may be in trouble after being forced to put their ideas on hold. Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers suggested that all of H&M's plans are currently up in the air. Their plans are simply up in the air at the moment, he said. They had huge plans once they settled in LA to set up their own foundation, and now obviously these plans are in tatters. The Sussexes' plan to venture into corporate speaking gigs might also not push through, considering the current global pandemic situation. They have plans to launch themselves into the corporate world, into the very, very lucrative world of public speaking, where they could potentially net millions and millions of pounds for a single gig, he continued. The royal expert believes that H&M's LA plans may fail big time. I agree. No acting talent. He can't get a job. He probably doesn't have his green card, probably not even working on it, so he couldn't get a job if he wanted to. And he doesn't know what work means. He wouldn't know a hard day's work if it bit him. Anyway, royal expert still thinks that the couple could bounce back due to their celebrity status or by their links to the British royal family. But they are trying to cut all those ties and make it independently. Their celebrity culture is their royal family, and that's kind of how Americans see H&M. It remains to be seen how successful they will be. Myers claimed that a huge part of their success will be due to Meghan's popularity in LA. He said it looks like Harry would be only leaning on his wife's victory. And when he goes to lean over on that, he's going to fall flat on his face. He's going to scrape that face on that concrete because she's not going to have any victories. Harry could only talk about his mental hardships linking to his mother's death for a certain time. That's right, people aren't going to keep paying those big bucks for him to come and speak at their gig just to talk about how hard Diana's death was on him. I'm not sure how many strings he has in his bow. Now, excuse me, the next article I found on ccn.com, Prince Harry will be the fall guy when Meghan's Hollywood scheme fails. So, this just basically says that Meghan is going to let him take the fall and make him the scapegoat when everything goes south. Oh, I couldn't agree more. It looks like Harry, not Meghan, is being set up to take the fall, to be the fall guy when this financial independence project fails. So, the closer we come to the release date of the tell-all bio of M and H, the clearer the narrative becomes. We've seen it claim that H is upset over the use of the term Megxit because it suggests that Meghan was behind the royal breakup, and he wants to take the blame. Oh, she really has him whooped. If she can let him, he'll volunteer to take the blame for this. Okay, so this article is pretty scathing. I love it. That's why I wanted to share it. As the Hollywood experiment looks doomed to fail, we see the narrative shift to apportion blame to Harry rather than his wife. We see the narrative shift to apportion blame to Harry instead of his wife. It seems that H&M have something new to cry about every week. Their latest gripe? The use of the term Megxit. You see, the problem with the term is that it implies that the decision to walk away from the royal family was Mooch and Meg's. Prince Harry claims this simply is not true. Right. Harry wanted to go to LA so Meghan could pursue her dream of acting. Okay. The prince has had a lifelong dream to live in Hollywood and be a celebrity, right? Simply Harry expects us to believe that it was his idea to leave behind his elderly grandparents' father and brother, along with his friends, and move to Los Angeles. Don't you know? Living in Hollywood and having dinner with A-Rod and J-Lo has always been Harry's lifelong dream. Of course, he had spent as much time in LA before he met Meghan as I had, which isn't much, but this whole scheme was obviously his idea. Right. He spent as much time there as I had, I'm sure, and I've never even been. Apparently, this will all be made perfectly clear in the upcoming tell-all that H&M have absolutely nothing to do with. That's right, it's being written by Meghan's mouthpiece, Omid Scooby, but she has nothing to do with it. I believe that, sure. And I have a bridge to sell and a beach in Nebraska that you can buy. A source speaking to The Sun, one of those nasty publications that bullies poor Meghan and Harry, claimed the word Megxit, in particular, has always angered Prince H. It gives the impression that the decision to walk away from the royal family was Meghan's. The reality is Harry drove that decision. The book will make that clear and explain why it had to happen. What's interesting is that this source claims to know what's in a book that M and H claim they have nothing to do with, and that they won't read until shortly before publication. I wonder who this mystery source could be. They continued, the truth is Harry had been unhappy for a long, long time. He wanted to move in the direction that they did, and he had been considering it for more than a year. Right, so this source claims to know what's in the Omid Scooby book, but the book hasn't been released yet. So this source could who? Be Omid or Meg herself? Now, Meg wouldn't go to the press and leak stories, would she? No, not our Meg. This new book is a rehabilitation tool for M and her image. Oh boy, they need it. Once again, are we supposed to believe that Prince H has long been considering moving to LA and cutting himself off from his family? Apparently, this is the life Prince H wanted. I don't buy it. We already see the signs that this book is nothing more than a PR tool to rehabilitate the image of Mooching Meg. The Hollywood couple can pretend that this book will set the record straight, but anyone with a shred of intelligence knows better. The Sun source continued. Meghan supported Harry's decision, but there was more than one occasion where she asked him if he was certain it was what he wanted, and she always made it clear she would support him in whatever he did. Is it just me, or is the narrative slowly changing to everything being Prince Harry's decision? I wonder if that would be the case had the royal family breakup been a success from the beginning. If the project fails, Harry will shoulder the blame. Prince Harry will be the fall guy when all this goes south. It seems to me that we are being primed for all of this to be blamed on Harry if and when the Financial Independence Project is not a success. Alright, because Meghan wouldn't take the blame, would she? Let Harry take the blame. Meghan will be the victim. Poor Meghan. Victim narrative again. As for Meghan, this book written by her friends is set to portray her as nothing more than a devoted and supportive wife. Okay, Meghan is devoted and supportive. Leave your family, Harry. I can't make it with your family, Harry. I'm releasing, my friends are releasing bad stories about Kate to the press. I'm putting the narrative out there that Kate is racist. Kate and William bullied me. Your grandparents are this and that. Blah, blah, blah. Mooch off your father. Okay, she's a supportive wife, all right. Perhaps the Sussex Squad and blinkered fans of MM will buy into this narrative. What M&H are banking on is that enough people are willing to believe this story and, more importantly, buy their book. How else will they stand a chance of funding their lifestyle? Right, because the acting gigs aren't coming in. Harry doesn't have a job. Their hopes are hanging on this book and maybe some speaking gigs, which aren't going to come, you guys, let's be honest. A few comments about this article. Do they really think we're going to believe it was H's idea to leave his family, a country he dearly loved, his lifelong friends, his military honors? We are not stupid. Look at her history. The evidence to prove the lies are right in front of us. It was Meghan and Archie are the highway. She was going with or without him. He is so lost and powerless. It's sad. And you guys can pause it and read the rest. The term Mexic was nurtured by the public. This is one of the kinder ones. Of course, they blame the media. So a few comments from yesterday on my video I posted about TIG 2.0 DOA. Not many in the UK had heard of Meghan before she married Harry, and that would be because they watched Suits. Majority hadn't. I certainly didn't. Never even heard of it until it was mentioned when they first started dating Harry. Harry was adored over here until he got with her. Such a shame. She was totally used and abused him and our royal family. In later days of monarchy rule, she would definitely have been accused of treason and would be off with her head. And simple as that. She's treading on thin ice. British people are not happy with her. Thank you, Cindy. Agreed. And Cindy also said, I watched all of them yesterday. Queen Victoria, she loved John Brown, had his mother's wedding ring put on her finger in her coffin, had his picture placed in her hand. She had 9 children. One of them is the grandfather of our present queen, King George. First time I've seen your post. Hi from UK. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, Queen Victoria was buried with his mother's wedding ring and his picture. She buys lights for Instagram. No one will look at it. Okay, DS. Yep, she does. Jess said, you sound like a cute guy. Love your sense of humor. Well, Jess, actually, I am very cute. Appreciate the comment. And she also said, in order to be a style setter, you have to have style. Great point. Her green get-up reminded me of the Green Hornet with cape and tow. Nothing she models fits well. Her hair, weave or wig, also looks a mess. Even her wedding dress was ill-fitting. The fabric was too heavy, and wearing white with a long train was ridiculous. That wedding was over the top. She invited half of Hollywood, most of whom she didn't know. Who does that? Not only did she exclude the Markles, she also excluded the Raglands, save Doria. Why? Yeah, I wonder. Her green dress, the one that she wore to that last event she did with the royal family, Commonwealth Day, I believe it was, where she jumped the chairs to jump in front of the Wessexes. Yes, I remember that dress. It does look like the Green Hornet's costume. Yeah, he might be her new stylist, the Green Hornet. And yes, she has no style. There's that green dress. It looks like the Green Hornet picked it out, right? See that cape? Love the cape, Meg. Yep, that's the flowing cape, all right. New stylist, Green Hornet. Check. Both she and Just Harry are becoming more irrelevant every day. Correct, Jan. Karen says, mole-faced Meghan. She can't get those removed? I guess not. She can get new veneers put on those horse teeth, but she can't get the moles removed. She's proud of her freckles and her moles, remember? Oh, Lulu Rumble. I put a heart next to this comment because I thought it was so cute. Lulu Rumble says, you are so boring. Oh, thank you, Lulu. That's sweet. I love you too. Mwah. Linda Rose says, Sussex title is only for Sussex residents living in UK. Snake Hollywood wannabe Meghan Markle is in US. The Queen must remove her title and replace it with Duchess of Ratchetness. Agreed, Linda. Most ratchet member of the royal family of all time. Mooching Meg. Virginia Ashburn, Town and Country. Harper's Bazaar and People only publish puff pieces. Kissing her rear end for some reason. In regards to the TIG, she also registered TIG Kids or something like that so she can use Archie to make money. No one is interested in her or her style. Ill-fitting black clothes, let me run out and buy some. Yeah, we all want to have our clothes slit up the back because they don't fit. Such a hip, trendy look. We'll see it on the runways this spring. Angelica says, I would like to read those journals. It's sad, her love story. Do you think Queen Victoria was in love, or at least had a crush on Lord Melbourne? I'm from Melbourne. I believe that she probably did have a crush, maybe bordered on love, but she was very young at that time. She had just become queen. She was 18 years old, so it was, a young girl's crush, but unfulfilled, and she probably did. He was an older man. She never knew her father. He died when she was, I think, 4 months old, so she was searching for a father figure. I told you the next scene will be worldwide. It doesn't matter. She won't be successful. She is so stupid. She should came with a warning. Danger. You might lose your brain cells or just cretin. Then these are some comments from the Yacht Girl games. Cafe Conlich Girl, do you think they're coloring Murchy hair red? Murchy, I like that name. Good one. We know PH isn't the father. Do you think he's blonde, but they dye his hair orange-red to pass him off as PH son? I see subtle blonde highlights when I see his pictures. Poor child. Michu Lee. Let me respond to that real quick. I don't think that they're coloring his hair red. I don't think she's bad enough to color a child's hair, but I don't know. Might not put anything past her. Anything to make money, right? Michu Lee. I am sure DNA will prove M.A. is the biological father. There are 3 in the marriage. Harry's mother could not survive in the crowd of Charles, Camilla, and Diana. Could Harry survive in the crowd of Marcus, Meghan, and himself? I don't think so. I don't know if... Is he dumb enough to put up with that? He just might be. You never know. Jennifer says, thank you for covering that Meghan is a yacht girl. It is not well known as her other tricks, LOL. It is important to bring light so people know who they are dealing with. Alright, you guys. What did we learn today? Well, Mooching Meg is where dreams go to die. Number 2, Half-Wit Harry always thought he was the right kind of airhead for life in Los Angeles. Number 3, Mooching Meg's image needs more rehab than 1993 Courtney Love. Number 4, the Green Hornet might be working as a personal stylist now. Number 5, Lulu Rumble thinks I'm boring. Number 6, some people think I was actually speaking to archofficial H. Mountbatten Windsor yesterday. Alright, you guys. If you would like to leave me a tip, my PayPal, BizzyBeesRoyalTea @gmail.com, paypal.me/BizzyBee with royalty. It is